everybody! Welcome to the stream. I changed some things. Let me go check them really quick. So, in the Twitch chat, which if you're not in the Twitch chat has this feature called Power-Ups and Rewards. And you can earn points by watching the stream. And then you can spend those points on the rewards. So we have some new rewards here that I just want to get your attention to. I added some old rewards. So for sound rewards, we have the level up sound alert, which is from Project Zomboid. I edited some of the costs of these rewards. So the button is now twice what it was supposed to be. Also, I don't understand why my ads manager is being weird. I can see it right here. Can I refresh this? Weird. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on that. But then I added a new sound alert, which is kind of expensive, but it's expensive for a reason. It's really cute. It's called Poggers, so I'm just gonna run a 3-minute ad and see if it's gonna take away my auto ad. Because we don't want ads running when people come into the stream. So, which reminds me, there's nobody here right now, so I will probably have to repeat myself about this, but hopefully people just notice on their own as well. We also brought back Save and Sip. So I have a big old drink here. It's an herbal tea, so it's not as bad as a regular tea or a soda or something. And then yeah, I changed the icon for the poof reward. So you can poof yourself. But instead of a clock, it's a happy bomb. The bomb is very happy. So yeah, I think there's more stuff I want to put on here. Of course. I think it's fun to have a lot of them. I don't want to have too many, obviously. So, but that's okay. You know? Also, are we online? We're not online on YouTube either. We have no monitored broadcast. Which is super annoying. Because we do. But I've already reported it to the bot people who make this bot. So that's all that I can really do. Hopefully it gets fixed in the future, but for some reason I can see the messages that are coming from YouTube, which is nice. But I cannot send messages to YouTube using the bot chat. I have to go into the YouTube chat. So it's not the end of the world, but it is what it is. Okay, and also, I did not open my Steam yet because I just restarted my computer. And it's come to my attention 2 things, which I'm very upset about. One is that for the longest time, I didn't know how to get rid of the screen tearing on my monitor. And I feel like I had this setting on, then I took it off for some reason. Don't know why, honestly. But I've been having this screen tearing issue for like so long. And I thought it was only visible to me because I thought it was a monitor thing. No, when I reviewed the footage last night, I was like, oh, I should fix this finally. So I fixed it. And then I reviewed the footage to see. I don't know what I was trying to see, but it was super annoying because I realized that the screen tearing was on the video. It was on the actual... It was in the monitor. I don't know how that works, I think that's super weird. And I hate the fact that it's been there this whole time without me knowing. So I fixed it. But I'm now upset because all my previous videos have that screen tearing on it. Not all of them. Like I said, I had the VSync on previously, but for whatever reason I took it off. The second one is that... Oh no, what was the second one? I already forgot. We got new boards, screen tearing, something that I was upset about. But I'm upset about a lot of things, so... I don't know what it could be. We'll just get into the game and figure that out later, you know? So, I'm playing this game. And I know exactly what I want. So we're going to go into this new save temp prep. This is one of my building saves because obviously I'm not using that anymore. I'm using the new save temp. Excuse me, which is like... What is it called? It's my save template that I make all of my new saves off of. But I make new ones for different reasons. So, you know. So, sorry, I forgot to say what we were doing in the game. So, I had this vision last night while I was watching other people play The Sims and build in The Sims that I have not seen any simmers, popular simmers that I watch, rather. I have not seen any of them make either an elementary school, which, you know, that's less doable than a high school. Because you kind of have to play pretend a lot. Or a technical school, which I thought of because I was watching some of James Turner's Super Sim, and I think Deli also said she made an elementary school, or maybe it was just a boarding school, I can't remember. And she was saying like, oh, you could bring your Super Sim here. Well, I'm already out of elementary school for my Super Sim, so that's kind of out of the window. But I was thinking, especially if we graduate early, then we can go to a technical school if we don't get into college. Because I've heard people say that it's possible, and I've heard people say it's not possible. Technically, it's supposed to be possible to go to college, like straight after you graduate high school early, or get a job also, but people say they haven't been able to do it, which might be just the pack being buggy. But anyway, so we're kind of past the elementary school, boarding school days of our Super Sim, which apparently I have not played in 2 years. I thought, or maybe it's 1 year, I don't know. So anyway, I downloaded a couple options for us. Let me open my gallery. So, option number 1 is this school that I found. I actually found it from a YouTube video of people setting up an elementary school like setup for to use with either, I think this was for businesses and hobbies because it doesn't have the new pack. But this one is super cute. I want to rework it. I don't want any of the furniture in here, so I'll probably paste it unfurnished and stuff. And that one's more school oriented. I started to make this one. I didn't like it, so I'm going to remove it. I downloaded some classrooms that were from builds that I edited. So we have those as a reference as well, without having to fully paste the whole school, of course, which is nice. But then we also have, if we for some reason don't like that, or we want to make only a technical school, this Llama Land Library. I always thought it was so cool. But there's nowhere, like this is a Newcrest build. So this would be like, you know, kind of, you can place it wherever. But it's for Newcrest. The other thing is that I was trying to find a place for this school to be built. And I really, really wanted to build it in Nordhaven so bad. But the elementary school that I downloaded is a 40 by 30 lot. Pretty large. We might even be able to squeeze it outside of that 40 by 30 and make it smaller. But I don't have high hopes for that. I started to build a school here. I did not like it. I like the fact that it's in this neighborhood and it's really nice and big, but it's very, very museum coded. So we don't want that. We also don't want to replace this rec center, and it's kind of not in a neighborhood, and it's also not like, this is the industrial area, you know, this one too. These are industrial areas. This one is right by the train station, I think. So that would be nice. But I don't want to build it here. I think the building that I want to build would fit into this area more. So this is a possibility. First possibility, honestly. Then I was like, maybe I'll build it in like Willow Creek instead, because we have the BFF's house. But again, I'd have to kick them out. That's a 40 by 30. This one is Municipal Muses. That's also a 40 by 30. I think this would be a really great place for it. But it's kind of more in a, like a, not industrial, commercial area. So I don't really want to do that. You know, I looked at Bicester, I looked at Copperdale, and my consensus is basically we want Newcrest. The hard part, or the most upsetting part about Newcrest, is that we have all of these nice 40 by 30 lots. It could really be put into, you know, a nice place where it's surrounded by neighbors. Like, we could put houses here and everything. But all of them are facing the wrong way. And that's where my decision comes, is that I decided, I was like, there's no lots for me right now that I feel fit this criteria at all. It's very upsetting. But I like how we have the daycare right next door. So I decided for this one. There's even a fishing spot right over there, so you can build your fishing skill. So I'm probably gonna build it with the front facing this way. You know, this is the front. On the gallery, it's unfortunately gonna look like this, and your Sims will load into this front, or rather this road facing area. And I think this being the front makes a little bit more sense, because it's like, this is a pedestrian walkway. The kids can walk to school. Like, they could probably drop them off over here or something. So it makes sense. It's just not quite oriented the way that I want. But I think with that being said, we're gonna place this build. And I'm gonna place it as unfurnished because, like I said to you guys one other time, is that it is really hard to find shells. Oh wow, this like, oh, this actually fits really well. Did they put this here before? Also, wait, what the heck? Oh, so it does go this way. Okay, well, never mind then. Forget everything I said about that. So, yeah, but we're going to... Did all of the roof disappear? Hold on. Let me check this. It looks like we had walls there. Hold on. I think I might have accidentally deleted them. Dang it. There we go. Yeah, I accidentally deleted. And this is a platform. So, yeah, I'm gonna delete everything. I think there was a sign here, but we'll probably rework the inside too. Just to make things a little bit more consistent, because this one was like, it had classrooms. I don't think it had like a main classroom. I kind of want to make a main classroom, and that can maybe be like, in terms of the technical school, it can be like the computer room or something. Wait, I might keep the trees. I don't think I'll keep the flowers, but I'll keep the trees. So yeah, but the classrooms themselves are like, they're built to be specific rooms, which I'm fine with that. But I want them to be a little bit more consistent of a size. We can always change the size later. I might leave this tile here, but we're gonna bulldoze the terrain paint. So this is what we're working with. We're definitely gonna change this too, though, because I don't know if I want to do a business and hobby situation. I definitely want to like not have this. Maybe I would. Let's just fill this in at least. I don't know why this person didn't fill in it. Wait, is this a platform or is it? It is a platform, but it didn't have... Okay, I can't raise platforms. Okay. These are very small. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I think we're not gonna touch the outside for now. I think what I want to do is, this is the classroom size that I was modeling everything after. So I want to say this one is a little bit bigger. So we can make this bigger. And then I think this one also has to be slightly bigger. This way. We can make that a classroom. Then we can make this one slightly bigger, just because I'd rather there not be a one tile gap there. And then I think we can make this bigger too. Is that too big? It's too big one way. So we can maybe make this one like that. And we'll fix the outside later. It's okay. So, and they had like a teacher's lounge and everything, but I don't know I don't know that I want to do that, you know? I can build this out. This is like... And I almost want to make this one. It's 2 tiles. I almost want to make this one big classroom. And I think this was in a little bit, so... I don't know what that half wall was for, but... no, wait. I think I don't want to do that. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, I drew that line. Okay. But this one... This one is gonna be maybe big, but... I don't know what I was doing with this thing. We can figure out as we go. I'm gonna leave this here for now. And then we can... Let's put some lighting in at least. That way I can see what I'm doing. Oh no, there's a weird platform thing. Oh no, wait, maybe it's the half wall. Oh, that's annoying. Wait, why is this wall really weird looking? Okay, that's why. So, I don't know if we'll keep that. I might just... I think it looks bad. So, I'm not gonna touch these for now because they're not quite the it's not quite the size that I want, but I don't know exactly what I want, so we can always... Did I scoot this out? I already forgot what I did, you guys. Let me go back. So I made that smaller. Yeah, because it's one tile too big. But it's not big enough this way. What I could do is I could scoot everything this way. Does this need to be wider? No, it needs to be less wide. That's okay, we'll figure things out as we go. Like I said before. There, that helps with the weird thingy. I probably should have looked at what goes where, but I was always going to redo things, so maybe I shouldn't even put this on, because I know I'm not going to use this one. And if we choose this carpet, it's going to be different. I really, really liked how the person did this. This is actually a carpet. I don't think I mind it being a carpet, but I do see that happening that I don't like. But everything else should be fine. I don't know why these went... Like, maybe it's because I moved things, but they're not lining up right. Okay, but that should fix that. So I'm gonna leave this because I think it's kind of cool. But I'm just gonna put, like... Where's the... construction quality? Concrete. We're gonna leave that carpet in there. I'll leave the carpet. Okay. And then what we want to do is we kind of want to space everything out. Like this room, at least for the computer room or whatever it is. I don't know where I want to put that, but I'm kind of assuming it would be... The first classroom would be here. We could always use... I don't know what I want this to be. I kind of want to make that multiple classrooms. But you can see it's like kind of weird because it's too big. So I don't know if I want to like shrink that or not. Let's try. So it would be like this. I don't know if I want to like... I might make that a closet, like a supply closet. Because those are kind of nice. Oh yeah, this moving the walls really messes with that. And then we can do this also. I don't like that being in the corner like that, but... This is already wider than I... We can always make this, like, wider by one tile. Oops. I don't know, actually. Okay, I don't like that. I think maybe if I do it, I should do it this way instead. Like that. You know... And that's good. Then that can be maybe a supply closet. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do anything with that. I might like open this up and make it like a little nook or something, but in the meantime, that's how it's gonna be. This doesn't have to be 3 tiles wide. But I guess we could always put this all the way across, but I think that doesn't look as interesting. We could cut it up this way. And that way this can be like this, maybe. And then I don't know what the heck is going on. I think that's... Wait, it was 3 tiles too much? Oh my god. There. And then how many tiles too large is it now? 2. Well, if we make this... I noticed in our other, like our high school, the hallway was like 3 wide, and that was because there was a bunch of lockers all over the place. So I think if we want to like scoot this over, if we scoot this over too, it might be a little bit more interesting. I don't know. I don't want to do that quite yet. I think this is relatively good. I don't like what's happening here, but... And I wish this was, like, all the way across. Like, we could always just, you know... But then, like... You know? So I'm gonna leave that. Okay, and this can be like a front desk, oops, situation. We can always, like, just move everything in by one. Because I don't even know what I'm gonna do with some of these. Is that how that was? Yes, it was. Okay. Now, how is this one going? Okay, it's the correct width at least. So that means we can just... You know, I can't imagine we would have more... much more than classrooms in this area. And I was thinking, I want to do limited packs if I can, but this tiny living door is like so good. And I don't want to use the high school years doors, so I'll probably use these doors. And I don't know if I want to put the door like in this hallway or not, but... Like, it doesn't hurt to move this over. Is it sticking out over here? I don't know. I think this was sticking out. No, it's not sticking. It was not, but it would be more interesting, I think, if we just push this in a little bit. Because then it's like this one is a little bit of a bump out instead of just against the wall like that. Okay, I'm gonna fix this situation. I think I'm probably not gonna keep this carpet, but I think it's a fun concept. This might take me a while, though. I don't know. I might just do the edges. Like that. Can do the blue. Like that. And then the white. Don't know if this is a waste of my time, but... Oops. There we go. Okay, I fixed it more or less. And I don't mind that this is a bump out. I actually kind of like it. But yeah, and then this is here. I think originally it was like kind of off center. But let's delete these. Because we want them to be more like this. And then we want to change these to match. Yeah, that's good. I don't know what door this is supposed to be, but I'm just gonna change it to be like that. Because doesn't that match pretty well? Like, the doorknob is obviously not the same, but the tone is the same for the wood. Okay, so I kind of want to make this for a technical school first, and then for, like, an elementary school, because my priority is gonna be the technical school. 100%. And this wants to be off the lot. I'll deal with this later. I don't want to deal with it. Also, it still seems pretty dark in here. I think possibly I have a light in the wall. Yes, I do. This one is also pretty dark. Do we have a light in the wall? No. No, we don't. It's just dark. I'm gonna fix these lights later. Wait, why is this? This was left over! We're gonna delete that. That's hilarious. Okay. And this one goes in the middle. Goes in the middle. Okay. It doesn't want to go in the middle. That's fine. Okay, that's probably too bright, actually. Might be okay like this. Okay, and then we have to decide, like, which room is which. Because I kind of want to make this the... Oh, did I not pull this out? Is this too small? Yeah, it's too small by one. Oh, jeez, the tree is really in it now, but I have a feeling I'll be backing out this, because... I'm not sure if I want... I can always use a debug fence, I think. If I want to. 2 and 2. 1, 2. One. Okay, that's good. This, I think, was gonna stay there this whole time. Just checking how these are rotated and stuff, because you know Simmers with their alt trigger finger. So yeah, I think that... I don't remember what lot this is. Like what the lot name was actually called. I don't know. So some of the primary packs we're going to be using are Discover University, High School Years. We're going to use Businesses and Hobbies for the whiteboard. We're also going to use the Getaway system for this to work, so we need that pack, Adventure Awaits. And I'm unfortunately gonna use some kits because I'm gonna be using the, what is it called? Let's go over here. Packs. And one of the more recent kits is the Restoration Workshop. So if we go to all, they've got all of this cool stuff. And this can be like a, you know, handiness and robotics room. So we're gonna do that. First though, let me unclick that. We're gonna get our activities and skills. So this one I've kind of decided is gonna be like the computer or the writing room. This is gonna be like the, like, stereotypical classroom, I think. Or we could put it over here because I don't know what I'm gonna put in this like weird little corner. But I think that I want the workshop to be maybe one of these, like maybe this one here. So I was thinking we would put the skill item in there. We might even have room to build a rocket ship. I don't know. So we'll see, because this is like an all skills kind of thing. And I didn't want to make a big school, so I'm kind of trying to cram everything in here. We're gonna also, let me go to surfaces so that I can pick out a desk. I'm gonna put 2 desks here because activities and skills. We want computers, but we also want these research machines. I'm just gonna put that there. We can even have like research and debate happening. Like, I don't know how many computers and things are gonna be in here. That's just a thought. You can practice research and debate in a mirror, actually, so I'm gonna delete that. So we're definitely gonna use that artist kit, unfortunately. But I'm just gonna pull out a couple things you might need. This is kind of like a rec center, but it's definitely gonna be a getaway. I'll put that in there. Where's the easel that goes with this kit? This one. I kind of wanted to have a basketball court outside, although I don't know if that's gonna happen, so I'm just gonna put the basketball there. We can maybe have like a gym. This will definitely not fit, so we can probably just do like one of these. Potentially. I think the gym being by the cafeteria is good. And we can have other gym equipment. I just don't know which ones. That's gonna be our gym. I'm gonna find the floor sticker. The floor sticker for the basketball court. Because does it fit nicely in here? It does not. It fits very not nicely. We can always do just this part. I'm not sure. What else can we do? I definitely want like a place where you can get refreshments. Oh, it's not here. We'll probably be using Get to Work too, but I'm only gonna put the base game vending machines. It says it's for an event, but didn't everybody get this at some point? So we're gonna have 2 of those in there. At the very least. I want to say that, like, this is the cafeteria, but we might have places... We might have an actual kitchen in here. I don't know if I'll just have it around or anything, but... we can definitely have a kitchen in the back or something. And maybe just put some... oops. Some counters. Like that. And the fridge. We can do... maybe... this is my least favorite fridge, but I'm gonna put it anyway. Well, I might use this one. I'll delete... oops. I'll delete that one. I don't know what this room was supposed to be. We can always, like... put down the... stuff. Like, put down the original lot to see. And I kind of wanted to do these cubicles. Although they don't really fit that nicely in here. Oh. I might be able to... if I alt place them, they like absolutely don't fit together. That's annoying. I might have to make this larger, which would not be the end of the world. But that's really annoying that that doesn't fit in there. These are just 2 like pretty regular bathrooms. So we can put... in fact, if we want to, we can actually put... we might be able to fit. Oh no, that would definitely not fit. Okay. We can do like, you know, this toilet... I think I want the art room. Well, that room has all the beautiful windows, so we'll have that. I wish I could fit in another one. I actually can fit another one if I do CC. I don't really want to do CC. But I might put it, just in case. Custom content. I think it's at the very bottom. The looker. Looks kind of weird, but it still fits in. So that's nice. Because this is kind of like, I don't know, this is a really weird area here. I also want to, let me just... I'll have to... fix this, like, floor trim going on here, too. It's good. think that's where it was. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with the roof right now. I don't know if that's what I want to do. Oh, I wanted these to be in here. Okay. I don't know what tile I want to do for that. But I might just put like a plain tile for now. Okay, we're not gonna do any fancy like... You know. Maybe this can be like the library too, at the same time. Because we could always make this extra room the library. Maybe I'll put the library stuff in there. Because I don't want to use too many kits. So I don't want to use these. So I will use... we might use this one. And there's another one from high school years. Here it is. When I was in kindergarten, sorry, it wasn't just kindergarten. It was at my elementary school. We had stuff like this, where it was like not a full height bookshelf, and then you could have books on both sides. Perfect. So we might have like a couple of these. We could always have the writing. We could have the writing in here. Like, you could have the reading and the writing in the library. This would be like the main classroom. I really can't decide. Like, I like this as the main classroom, but it's just such a weird... It's such a weird thing, like, off to the side, you know? Maybe I'll do that. So it's a little more friendly. Okay. And I'm almost wondering, like, should we double up in here as well? You know, because these are small classrooms, but we really don't need a whole lot. Like, we could have back-to-back robot machines, sure. You know, we could have those, like, on this wall. We could have these things, you know, lining the back or whatever. Probably want to have like at least 2 of each item. Or maybe we'll put the robots on the wall like that. Oh, right, because the door's right here. And then we could put these guys back to back. Or whatever. Then we could have... These guys could have... Could be back to back like that. might want to have like a couple easels on the wall, at least. So it could be kind of like that, maybe? Pottery... you needed like a chair in here, so... maybe it's like somewhere in between these two. It's gonna be a little difficult, but... and these... I don't know if I want them all to be messy, but... we'll do something like that in there. Maybe the library should be here because it wasn't like this in my school where like it wasn't secluded from the rest of the building. But I can see that happening where it actually is. And then I think actually instead of these, I'm gonna use some base game bookshelves. These ones. I kind of like these a little tiny bit better. It's such a shame though, because there's like a one gap. And if I use the kit, that wouldn't happen because I could line these walls the way I want them to. And I swear that they fixed a bunch of objects because I swear that this used to be... like it didn't go flush up against the wall like that. How did I deal with that in the other... or did I just them right up against each other? I'll have to look at it in my other like base game library. But that's so frustrating. And it's gonna be like this no matter what wall I put it on, you know what I mean? Like, we could always not have a window there. I know that's like kind of terrible, but... I could figure out some way. Like something to do here. I guess what we might be able to do is... have a couple desks. And that's like where you do your computer stuff. And then like this kind of thing is in the middle here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put that for now. I might put like the computer lab can kind of be in the back. We could have 4 tables. I definitely like that. And then we might have this thing. Oh, did I not? I didn't have F5 on this whole time. Oh my god. How did that happen? How did that happen? But yeah, it could be kind of oriented like this. And I really want these to, like, you know, go all the way to the wall. But is that gonna happen? Probably not. Maybe we can put, like, a plant in the corner so that it's not as egregious. You know? I just really want to use these bookshelves specifically. You know? So that's what we could do about that now. When you first walk in, we can have 2 regular computers, and then we can put 2 research machines. Where's the research machines? I probably went past them like a million times. Where are they? I don't know where they are. They're in different spots. So we could have... Oh, the ad is in progress. I didn't even realize it. Nande? What volume are my... Yeah, the samples are... Did you guys hear Miku? Because I didn't. Oh yeah, and also probably no... sound has been coming out of my game. I keep forgetting to fix that. Well, it's fixed now. Can these be like a little lighter? They can be a lot lighter, but they can't really be a little lighter. We can put these like in the very back. Like that. And let's get some desk chairs. Do we want rolly chairs for these? No, that's not the vibe. Let's get the high school years chair. to see what these look like. Okay, that's good. One of these is off. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that's where we want these to be. Wow, that looks good. Okay. And then we just adjust. Perfect. That's nice. Let's get some pencil cups. I know that this stinky thing is not called what I want it to be called. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Sorry. I don't know if this is like the color that I'm gonna go for, but it just seems really dark. I like how this one, the scissor is orange, so I might choose that one. I don't know. Let me see if I can position this in a better way. Yeah, that's better. Maybe just one pixel that way. I don't know if that even moved at all. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. And we can kind of do the same thing. Oh. I didn't scoot these. Okay, hold on. We want to scoot these. First. Okay, that's perfect, but it's like clipping. No, that might be perfect. Okay. I might actually delete these. It's just weird because... Okay, it probably has to do with the wall, so I'm not too concerned about it, I guess. Like, if the wall wasn't there, it would be even, so... I might just kind of like... I'll do this one, seriously, but then we can... It didn't go. Okay, there we go. So now these are all aligned. Wow, I did that perfectly. Okay. And then we can do this pencil business. Okay. Oh, what the heck? Think that's good. I might scoot it over one more. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, let's do it over here. Let me get my computer back. Okay. Ooh, that's close. No, there's definitely one or two more. Let's try. Okay. I want it like in the middle of those two, but it wasn't moving. Okay. It seems like that is the best we're gonna get. And let's put our research machine back down. And now, hopefully, if we... Oh. Oh no, why is it... why is it like this? So I have to do it all again? I don't understand. I don't get it. One more. Does that even do anything? It's like you have to move them 2 pixels. instead of 1 to get anywhere. Why is this? Oh. Okay, yeah. No. Yeah, I think that's the best I'm gonna get at this point. Oh my god, did I get it? I got it like perfect in the first go. Yay! Maybe we should have only one research machine, but I mean, I'm fine with this, so. I also don't know why these windows are not symmetrical. It might have happened when I was moving stuff around, but we can just put them there. I might even be inclined to... But I don't know, that looks a little bit weird from the outside, so maybe I'll keep it this way. Okay. Just ignore the tree. Ignore the tree. Okay, this is going pretty good. At least this room is, I'm pretty sure it's done. Put that there. And put that there. I don't know where this is gonna go to, but there was an arch in here to go in here, so not really sure about that. You might want to have like a magazine rack or something in here. We don't want to decorate this place too heavily, but... Maybe this is like pamphlets for jobs or something. I like it off to the side there, but maybe it should be actually in the middle of this. I think that's better. I like that. Okay. So, I mean, this is pretty plain, but at the same time, we don't want too much going on in here. We want to do carpet. I kind of want to do like the OG carpet because I know that everybody loves this carpet, but you have to really zoom in for it to look like carpet to me. I don't know. We could always do something funky too, like... I'm probably going to use this one. Around the place, just not sure which swatch I should use for that one. And yeah, this is pretty devastating. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty devastating for me. Not a fan of that. Let's also get some wallpaper. I think I kind of want to go for this one, which is my favorite white wallpaper. We could potentially have, like, in my... Hold on. In my elementary school, and possibly some of my high school and college, not for certain, but... we could always use this one for it, but the one that looks the most like it is from City Living. I just don't know if I want to include City Living in this, because I'm not so sure. I'm going to use the basketball. Where is it? City Living. See some City Living stuff. Where is that one City Living thingy? Oh, or maybe it's this one? Where we had walls like this. I thought it was City Living. Maybe it was University. You could also go for like some painted brick, which looks a little bit cleaner. I might put the painted brick first. I think this, oh, it doesn't have a white swatch. But that's like what the walls looked like on the exterior of my elementary school. At least some of them. Like the exterior facing inward wall. Had brick on one side. What happens if I put brick on both sides? Does that look kind of weird? Looks a little weird. I don't know how I feel about it with the windows either. So maybe we'll just... Oh no, it deleted my thing. Hold on. When did that delete? When did it delete? Did it... Oh. It deleted when I added a window? That's not true. Okay, let's try this again. It's not gonna delete. It probably actually deleted when I added the wallpaper. Yeah. That's okay. Because we have deletion protection. but you want to turn that off whenever you don't need it because it really messes up the game. Speaking of which, I should probably save. I haven't saved this whole time. Lately, my game takes so long to save. It doesn't matter the time between the saves or which save file it is or anything like that. It just takes so long. Which, I don't mind that much. Oh, I have to put my magazine rack back. Perfect. And I did it even better than last time. I gotta take my sweater off. I like that little library. I do have to make sure that I include every single thing I want to. Like, what kinds of activities do we have? So, I don't know if I want to do a gym, to be honest. A gym feels like not a technical school. We can always do the main classroom, which is over here. So annoying. Okay, that's perfect. We'll do the same... Oops, we'll do the same carpet, I think. In here. I'm pretty sure that's not what I want to use, but... Okay. But in this over here, we need to make room for this. So it's half a tile and then almost a full tile. These are like overlapping a little bit with it. Like that? No, like that. I don't know if I want to do, like, this one has a lot of seats. I guess it's good to have room for 8 Sims in here. So they're about a tile and a half away from... I think it's like... Yeah, the chairs. The chairs are a tile and a half. So I need some chairs. I hate to be kind of boring, but I really like these standard color chairs. Okay, I think that's how they're gonna be. It'd be kind of fun to have some messed up desks, but... Okay, and the chairs are a tile and a half from the back. But we'll just do these pretty standard colors for now. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in here. Because we could have like all the filing cabinets and everything from high school years, and I think that's probably a pretty good call. I don't know what they're called actually. Let's sort by packs and then sort by... Oh my god, high school years was so long ago now. Sort by everything. We could get more comfortable chairs in this room. I don't know if how I feel about that, but it kind of seems a little cozy, you know? That could be a good excuse to use the bluer version of this. I don't know, is that too much? Does that look weird? I think it looks fine, actually. So, I don't know, maybe we will use this one after all. This is what was in here before. So anyway, I'm on a mission and I lost my high school years tag. So I want to put this in here. Here's this little thingy. I don't know if I'll have it on both sides or not. What do we do in here? We only had it on one side, and then on the other side was like posters and stuff. So. I don't know if we'll have this, but I'm just gonna put it out here. Can you practice speech and debate on this thing? I feel like it would be really nice if you could. I might just put that in there. These are diplomas. Maybe we can have that on display because it's like, oh, look at all the success stories of our technical school. That's cute. Okay, we could have some of these. I don't know. Maybe this is like a business class or something. We could have business classes here. Sims could have business classes. We have a light bulb or this one. I kind of like this one a little bit better. I don't know if I'm gonna put those over there or not, but... something like that. Oh yeah, and I wanted to have lockers. It's a little rough because... We don't have a lot of, like, locker space. Maybe there could be lockers on this side. Maybe there could be lockers, like... No. There could be some lockers here. Move the diplomas. Nothing is set in stone. Maybe we'll only do 4. We could do that. And then this can actually still go on that side if we wanted it to. I don't know where this would go, but I'll just put it over there. Ooh. This actually fits, like, almost completely perfectly. Like, especially if we moved these. That's pretty good. I don't know if I want to do that, though. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? We got this intercom. We could have that there, and we could have one in the cafeteria. I don't know how high I want these up, so... just put that there. Because this is 2 tiles, right? Yeah, this would have the same problem. It's so sad. It's so sad. I might have to use Book Nook Kit. I don't want to. What does it look like? Do they even have the right swatch? No, they don't. They have white. See? We could do the business and hobbies one. These ones even have, like, they look like they have, I wanted it to be just like a straightforward thing, you know? That would look really good. We could potentially do that. That would be better than the Book Nook too, because we don't want to use kits. We want to use pretty much the same stuff over and over again if we can. The other thought about this here was putting this, but it has like a little cubby. I'm sure somebody's made a single tile of that one. Okay. I think until we find a better solution. That doesn't look bad, and it has all books in it. It doesn't have anything like that just looks better too, just because, like, the wood is matching. Okay, you need to stop doing this to me. Game. Game, why? Okay, now we can take this off. Okay. I'm glad about that. Actually, I think I'll swap. Like that. Okay, I feel better about that. Is this what made this go away? No, it's not. I don't know how that keeps unpainting itself. Okay, that seems good. I kind of want lockers by every single classroom, but I don't know how realistic that is, you know? Because... like, for example, here, this is great because there's not much room in here, but this is, like, adjacent, you know? These ones... I could always move this inside of this hallway. That wouldn't be terrible. Probably more realistic. And then we could get these guys over here. I'm not super sold on this having a door like this. I think if any one of them was to have a door like that, it would probably be the library. So I might change that up. Oh wait, but this one has all the beautiful windows, and if we are combining the art room and all the workshop stuff, then probably we want everything art related to be this pretty room. Like that. That looks good. Get this little art cart or so. Don't know where it would go, but... because we have way more stuff with this artist business. Good. I'm making sure it doesn't delete my little scissors. That's for sure. And then you can put the door there. This can go right there instead. And then maybe we can have the lockers against here. I think that looks better than having the two on each side. I was also thinking we could make like a lounge area or so. Something like that. I'm just really not sure what this room is supposed to be. Oh, it's No Name! Hi! Hi. I'm making a skewer. What's poppin'? I got Panera for lunch. Is what's poppin'. It was delicious. And I have this pumpkin cookie that I have not finished eating. I think I actually want this to be like tile. Because it's supposed to be carpet, but I think I want it to be like linoleum. We can make it tile and pretend it's linoleum. Sounds like you're living a life full throttle. Oh, what do you guys think of the Sims 1 linoleum? What do you think? I can't remember what my school was like. I think it had something like this, but I'm not sure. But this one is like actually kind of nice. They even have like a pinky beige color. But I really hate to let go the carpet that was there before, you know? You know? I don't think I like that linoleum anyway. I want like bigger tiles. And I wish this had a version where it was like all white tiles. But it doesn't. This is hideous. I don't want anything to do with that. Did I finish decorating the hotel resort? No, I didn't do the outside, if that's what you're talking about. But the whole inside is pretty much done as far as I know, so... Potties. We have to look at potties now. This is the one that I wanted to use. I have to find... Oh, that actually does fit. Okay. It wasn't fitting before because I didn't have the frickin'... I didn't have F5 on. But anyway, yeah, I haven't finished it. I have to find my my other tablet first to do like the terrain paint and everything. Ooh, we need this sink in here somewhere. thinking we just use this sink. I did not... Oh, that's right. I did not find a indoor fireplace. That's right. I know, it's so sad. So sad. It's okay though. We'll find one. For sure. Yes, battle for another day. I'm just trying to like figure out what all is gonna go in these rooms here. I'm not actually trying too hard to furnish them perfectly, although I feel like the library is pretty done. It just feels bare on the walls, really, but we can get posters for that. There will be posters for that. Nice. Okay. I would really like it if that was like over one, maybe. Then it looks a little bit more even on the inside. I don't know if I want these here. I have to look and see what this is. I also probably won't keep that color of the stalls. I just kind of liked the idea of it matching with all the wood, but we have a lot of wood colors going on, so I want to try and see if I can change everything up a little bit. So far in this build we have tiny living, ironically enough, for these doors. I will probably, if that's the only thing we have from tiny living, I might just swap it out for if I put this on the gallery. We have tiny living, we have high school years, we have businesses and hobbies. We have get to work. Dream home decorator. I probably won't keep the dream home decorator stuff. If I can help it. And then we have Discover University. This is unfortunately the restoration workshop kit, the art kit or whatever. These base game vending machines, I don't know if you can still get these. I want to say they're in everybody's game because the event was slightly messed up, but and also, you know what? I don't like that that wall is a bump out. So I'm just gonna change this a little. That does make our bathroom like super long. I don't know how I feel about that. Oops. Did not mean to do that. And then there's like this kind of weird... Like, why is it so long, you know? We could always, like... scoot it. But... Is it just one bathroom? We're gonna have 2 more bathrooms on this side. They're just not... They're like single bathrooms. And even these are kind of like... I wish it was... I like the fact that this is like a square, but I might just like scoot these in. I might give these 2 lights on top of each other. Because now this is not a square, but... It doesn't really need to be a square, you know? So then these, Oh, the ad is happening. Do you guys hear Miku? Because I can't hear her. I can't hear her. Can't hear Miku. Okay. Oh, I think I know why, actually. Oh, no name. If you're on YouTube, you will not see the ads. Yep, it's because the sound file isn't found. That's because I changed the name of this folder. Oh, cancel. Bot. Audio. Miku. Miku. This one is called Ad Break. Audio. Miku. Ad Break. Is that a... Ad break starting soon? No, it's not the starting soon one. It's the ad break one. Now I need... Miku. Where is the one that's for stretch? Get up and stretch. That one's for me, not you guys. Although if you want it to be for you. Miku. Ping. Ad break starting soon. Okay. I was also gonna rework my alerts sounds to add the ping into every single one. We'll see how that goes, though. I want to make sure then about my sound alerts. Let's just make sure that the sound alerts are Yeah, these are not found either. So this is... Which one is this one? Danger. Death. Audio. Sims 4. Death. Audio. Miku. Stream alerts. PogChamp. This is danger. What did I call this one? Sims 1. Wait, nothing matches? Oh, because this is choosing from a folder. There we go. Okay, the sound alerts are fixed now. That's good. Probably I have to fix other alerts and stuff. But I can do that later, I think. Today's been like a really slow stream, so... Let me just make sure that's gonna work, though. This is a test.
Egg break starting soon.
Okay. Was that super loud for you guys? Hopefully it wasn't, because it might have just been loud for my little ears. Yeah, as much as I like this carpet, I don't think that's what I want to do. And I don't want to do... Like, it would be nice if there was a lighter one. There's this one, but it's kind of yucky looking. There's this one, but it's a bit much. I used it in my high school, so I don't know if I want to do that. Hi, Thunderbird! I gotta fix your shout out. Like, it does the proper shout out, but it doesn't do, like, the join us in following, you know? There's a lot of things about the bot that I have to fix. Unfortunately. Oh, and it's not the same on this side because I copied and pasted that. Maybe we should have some curtains too. The high school years has some really nice curtains. And I don't think anybody I've watched uses these. Okay, those are actually perfect. And then we can change these. Don't know which one would be good to use. These ones would be nice. They're a little more subtle, so it's not like, you know, because this wood color is like everywhere. So we don't want to be too crazy with that. I don't know if I'll keep those, but we can try. I do really like them. Preferable to, like, you know, something like where are they? I guess this could work too. I like how fabricy those ones are, but could always do. I just feel like that's too typical, you know? These don't even come in white. They come in like this off-white, which isn't terrible. Where does that get to work when that's really good? This one. Except, like, the color changes so bad on this one. Like, if you just put it on here like this, it's fine. But if you try to raise it up at all, and it only comes in 3 colors, so. Like, we could always do this one. Is that really... yeah, that's really terrible. Don't do that. I think I still like this one. I just don't know about these colors, so. We do have this green going on, at least in this room. But it's not like that green, and it's not blue. It's like something in between. It's like this color, but I don't like the fact that this is brown. That's perfect. This is also kind of greeny. I'll just have those white ones. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. I might just leave them without anything. Okay, we could also use an exit sign. So, and then we can put an exit sign over here. Yeah. That seems good. Should we put one here too? Maybe. I don't know if I'll keep this. We might do that. I don't like that this is like not the same as it was before, but oh well. I don't even know if I'm gonna have that there. I think I might delete this from City Living. Oh, this is good to have in every single room. I think what I'll do is I'll put it at this height, maybe? It's really far out, but that's how you can see it, you know what I mean? Usually clocks are pretty high up. Make this white, maybe. Okay. We'll put this above the whiteboard. Like that. I don't know. In this one, we can always put it like right here too. That's probably more useful than over here. Then we have 2 more classrooms that I don't know what these are, you know? That's nice though. But not all of these are gonna have a whiteboard, so we probably just have to put these clocks. Oops. No, maybe this should go here. I don't know if I'll have the intercom in here. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if this is like even how big I want this to be. I also really want to use the picnic tables from Outdoor Retreat because they look exactly like what I sat at growing up. But because we're limiting packs, I might actually use the Discover University one. I was thinking maybe some like round ones, but the round one that I want to use, this is from a kit. We don't want more kits than we have to have. I also really like this table from Tiny Living, and we already have the Tiny Living doors, so it might be worth it. But I think as a reminder to myself, I might change these to be like these basic base games one. Maybe even in this color. I don't know. I might turn it like white or something instead. Because this is kind of like the countertops that I am used to, but it's pretty ugly, so let's just do white. These I kind of like the green color. Because that's kind of like, I mean, our color is more tealy than that. Could always just do white too. That's a lot of white though, so I'll have to figure out what I want to do. Look at you, all wiggly. Another thing I actually thought about doing, and I probably won't do this, but having toilets on both walls. That makes the sink area really small though, so I might just put like a bench. Comfort. Maybe this one. I don't know exactly. I kind of want to use the high school years. I guess businesses and hobbies too. These ones are nice. They're really nice. They're almost too nice. Where is the high school years? It's not on here. Why is it not on here? Is it not in this category? Like... Ugh. Oh, here it is. It's just blue by default. Like, I feel like this is kind of weird, but... It's a little bench for you to sit on if you're waiting. I don't know. That just seems silly. So in combining the classrooms, I kind of feel like I made it so that we have less need for classrooms. If it's a technical skill... Like, we want to be getting ready for jobs, right? So maybe I should include these get to work, like... Maybe we can make like a lab area. So like, instead of these being in here, we can have them in here. Then we can have this lab equipment. And stuff. I don't know if I like that idea, but... Could be nice. Then we have more room in the art room. Oh, is there room for a chess table in here? Not really. I mean, I could always move this more in the middle. No, I don't like that. We could always set up a chess table, like over there, so it's like kind of squishy in the corner. But like, you know, it's fine. This one looks so bad. I don't know why the lighting is so weird on that chess table. But it really is. Ooh, because we could have the microscope in here. We could have the paper crafting in here. We wanted to. Set up like a couple desks or whatever. Does the artist's kit have a desk? I don't think it does, actually. So I think I'm gonna use a table as a desk. I don't know which table. If I want it to be like long or not long. Because I could do this. I don't know if we want 2 though, or like 2 or more. I think we could have the paper craft on there. Oops. Potentially. Let me just, like... We're pretty much gonna use these chairs throughout. I'll probably change them, but that's what they are for now. Kichi. I don't want that actually. I want this. Okay. Logic skill. This one isn't any skill actually, so we can delete that and do something else. You can discover elements with that. This doesn't, I mean, it builds a logic skill, but it doesn't really do much else. We can put a mural. We can always do it outside too, like over here. What else? Do we want to put the bonsai in this one? Maybe. Maybe we can have like a detached greenhouse. I think that would be really fun because then we could put this in here and we could put the flower arranging. Although seasons is a whole other pack, so. We could do a music room. Because then we could have like dancing and stuff. And we can have tablets, maybe. Okay. Because it's business and hobbies, maybe we should have a like a tattoo. Like I feel like the workshop should. I kind of wanted to lump the workshop in with like the robot stuff, but Is this the only tattoo table we have? I just want to know my options. It'd be fun to have games tables too, just like, I don't know. Maybe we'll have a games table in this room. Potentially. It's not really a skill thing, but you know. And the other question is, should we include stuff for children? Because I am making this as like a technical school, but I want to make a version that is also an elementary school. Because I think that would be really cute. Archery is a skill. Wow, those are like really bright. The only one that has the wood that I'm looking for is this orange one. Because these ones have light wood, these ones have dark wood. Kind of like that worn one. I guess actually this black one has, the black one's not that bad. Paper crafting is a skill, right? But it's not like a... It's not like a work skill, so maybe we'll do away with that. And then... we can have the tattooing in the middle of the room. Is that terrible? Let's make a filter for businesses and hobbies. Yeah, I guess they only gave us the one tattoo table. That's not bad, though. Let's go to all. Because if we do a tattoo table, maybe we can have something like that too. Or maybe it can go on this. You know, I don't know where these are gonna go, but... I like this trolley. You get off of here. Like we could have that on there. We could have this on here. They're kind of sharing it. Train. Maybe. Maybe like that. Maybe. have this bucket. I don't know which color to choose, but we're gonna have, let me choose this one maybe, because it's like white and blue. I want to choose the messy versions of these guys. We can have one messy one and one not messy one. I think I bought both of these to be messy though. Then do we want this to be black? Because I don't know what choice I'm gonna choose for. If we go back to Restoration Workshop, I wanted to use all of this stuff, so I don't know, maybe I should have the Restoration Workshop stuff in here. And it doesn't have to be red, but the red does have the wood color. And there's a white one that has the wood color that we want. And then this is like basically a counterpiece that's not a counterpiece. We have this thing. It's like, it's a workbench, but like it just holds tools, it doesn't do anything. I think the white is kind of boring, so maybe we should go with the red. I don't know if I want to make everything red. I wish they had like a gray, like this one, except for like not so dark wood. The wood is just so dark. Cluttered Tinker's Table. Ooh. That's so good. Has to be at least that tall, I think. And this is a shelf on the wall also. Something like that. Carpenter's Caddy. Yeah, I think I kind of wanted this whole like garage stuff to be different than the. And I think Yapari I wanted in here. Let's just move. This one. This one. I don't know how high I'm gonna put that, but I kind of want to put concrete in here. Masonry. No, wait, maybe it's stone. This one is too shiny. I think that one. It's pretty good. Everything from in there. And then let's put our filter back on. Ooh. Fluorescent light. A fan, because why not? Scraps. Fuse box. Have a sink in here. Water heater. Are you allowed to? I think those are just decorative. So I might not put them for now. Ah, yes, this thing. And maybe as a project they can be working on an oven. Or something. I don't know, I don't know. That's annoying how that's clipping. I need to fix it. I do like this. We'd have this in here. I want to include the tattoo thingy, but it's just so random. Oops. I think I can delete this though. Yeah, I'm just so not sure about. Maybe we can put linoleum in here instead. So ugly. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I do really like the library. Yeah, and I think they had like a play area here or something, but I think I'm gonna disregard that because we can that way we can scoot this. Okay, hopefully this counts. Okay, that's that. And then I don't know how close this was, but it started clipping. I guess it wasn't actually clipping in the... It wasn't clipping inside of the room, it was clipping in like the roof and stuff. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll actually undo that then. You guys, I'm getting really tired. I only have 10 minutes left. But it's difficult, it's difficult. Maybe we'll set this up kind of as if it's a cooking competition. Everybody gets their own station of some sort. Not that. Maybe this can be more like an island. I want like a little baby one. That. I don't know, maybe it should all be an island? I'm not sure. It seems like a lot of space. I was gonna have them have this, maybe. Just looks bad because there's a huge gap because of walls. We could give this like a... Oh. Well, oopsie. can have a sink. Make it the sink for the career. Maybe. Okay, the lighting on that is really terrible. That looks fine, and then they have 2 places that they can chop and stuff. But then we'd have to have the same thing. Oops, I don't want the wall trim. I just want the half wall. Then there wouldn't be very much room up there. I don't like how that's by the door. Maybe the sink could move there and then we have no... I don't know if this is how I want this to be. To be honest, I guess I'll save the game. I do kind of want to see, like, just do a really quick test about what interactions the podium has, because it would be really nice if we could use it for speeches, but I have a bad feeling that we won't be able to. I'm gonna snooze the ad. And that it's not coming up fast or anything, it's just... Okay. Let's go visit someone. The pancakes, sure. Oh my god, they have 2 babies because of me. Brittany and Maddie pancakes. That's so cute. Okay, we're going to their house. In the basement, sure. You can do it, you can load. We'll get out this one, but I want to use this one. The POTUS. Maybe we can try this one. Pretty sure research and debate came from Discovery University. No! Put in inventory. Give speech. Okay, so this one we can. Give speech. Practice debating. Does this get you the research and debate skill? What's wrong with Eliza? Oh, that's right. She probably has an ailment. He is earning the research and debate skill with this. This is really disappointing. Like, and what about this? Why can I put it in my inventory? What's up with that? So what colors does it come in? This color, and this color. Great. So that one from City Living does give you. I just really did not want to slap this down, you know? This one says charisma skill. This one comes in so many different good colors, though. I mean, that's yellow. But it comes in white, it comes in a bunch of different wood colors, including a light wood color. I really don't want to put this into the school. It's such a huge object. That one is probably the best one we're gonna get. That's simple. It's just annoying that it only comes in white. And for reference, this is the color we're going for. So, doesn't match either of these, unfortunately. That's okay, though. I'll think about including it, really. Okay, let's talk about next week, because obviously this is my last stream for this week. And then I don't usually stream on Sundays or Mondays, but my older sibling, who I usually play games with on those days, is working on those days. So they will be free for me. However, my mother is coming to save me. She's coming to visit, so I have to clean up before she comes, and then she's gonna come. And then last time she visited, I had no time for streaming at all. I'm gonna try to change that for this time, because there's not as many things I think that we're gonna have to do. So I want to say that I'll make time for streaming this week, but unfortunately I cannot make any promises, as we were really, really busy last time. So I have to also ask her when she is, you know, like how long she's gonna be here, because then I can get a better idea of like, okay guys, I'm not, you know, what if I find out I'm not gonna be able to stream the whole time she's here? I need to give you guys an accurate estimate when I'll be back. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna drop my Blue Sky here too, because all of my updates go on Blue Sky. Sometimes I forget to update, so it doesn't go on Blue Sky. But lately, I've been trying really, really hard to post on Blue Sky if I'm not gonna stream or if I am gonna stream. So if you want updates on that, please follow Blue Sky. Unfortunately, I don't have a Discord server that's public anymore, so you just have to use that instead. Okay? So I love you guys. I miss you already. You guys have a good weekend for yourself, and I'll see you next time.